Hello children, welcome to part 2 of lesson 1 Monkey Trouble. Then Uncle Benji complained that his hairbrush was missing. We found Tutu sunning herself on the back veranda using the hairbrush to scratch her armpits. Children, in part 1 we understood and we came to know that Aunt Ruby was another character. Aunt Ruby was Ruskin Bond's aunt. She got scared when she saw Ruby. Now we understand that Uncle Benji also started complaining that his hairbrush was missing. Hairbrush means comb. What was Tutu doing with that? She was sunning herself on the back veranda. Sunning means sitting or lying in the sun. She was sitting in the sun and enjoying using the hairbrush to scratch her armpits. Armpits means below or under her arms. I took it from her and gave it back to Uncle Benji. I also said sorry to him, but he threw the brush away. So Uncle Benji was really angry, because Tutu was using his hairbrush to scratch under her armpits. So Ruskin Bond gives it back to him, but Uncle Benji throws it away. Tutu doesn't have fleas, I said. So Ruskin Bond says Tutu doesn't have any insects. Fleas means small insects which we usually find on the bodies of animals. They are very, very dangerous and they also spread diseases. No, and she bathes more often than Benji, said grandfather, who had borrowed Aunt Ruby's shampoo to give Tutu a bath. And here grandfather also supports Tutu. He says, Tutu takes bath more number of times than Uncle Benji. And saying so, what does he do? He borrows Aunt Ruby's shampoo and gives Tutu a bath. The day grandfather had to visit Meerut to collect his railway pension, he decided to take Tutu and me along. To prevent Tutu from moving about on the train, she was carried inside a large black travelling bag. Grandfather and I paid for our seats and we took Tutu along as hand baggage. Now here comes another funny part. What happened? Grandfather had to go to Meerut to collect his railway pension. Railway pension means usually when people get retired, they become old and retired from their jobs, they keep getting money as pension from the company where they worked. So we understand that grandfather was working in the railways and he keeps getting money from the railways even after retiring. So grandfather went to Meerut to collect his money. So what did he do? He decided to take Tutu and Ruskin Bond also along. To prevent Tutu from moving about on the train, she was carried inside a large travelling bag. So what did they do, because they didn't want Tutu to be taken along with them in the train, they put Tutu in a large black travelling bag. To prevent means to stop. To stop Tutu from moving about on the train, what did they do? She put her in a large black travelling bag. And grandfather and Ruskin Bond's tickets were paid. But Tutu was taken along as a hand baggage. There was enough space for Tutu to look out of the bag and to be fed bananas and biscuits. But she could not get her hands through the opening or bite open the bag. So when she was put in the travelling bag, there was enough place to be fed. she was given bananas and fruits. Bananas and biscuits. But what happened was she could only put her head out. She could not put her hands through the opening, or she could not bite open the bag. Tutu stayed in the bag as far as Meerut. But while grandfather was showing our tickets at the turnstile, she suddenly poked her head out of the bag and grinned widely at the ticket collector. Now, here comes the funniest part once again. What happened? Till Meerut, she was in the bag itself. But when grandfather was showing their tickets at the turnstile means it's a gate where the ticket collector waits for the travelers to come and show their tickets. So, turnstile is a gate with arms which can move and let only one person pass at a time. We usually find these kind of turnstiles at amusement parks, in the airports, railway stations, etc. So when they reached there, what happened? Tutu suddenly poked her head out of the bag and grinned. Grinned means she smiled widely at the ticket collector. The poor man was taken aback. Taken aback means he was surprised. He said, "Sir, you have a dog with you. You'll have to buy a ticket for it." So the ticket collector immediately tells grandfather that, "Sir, what is this? You have a dog with you. You'll have to buy a ticket for it." "It's not a dog," said grandfather indignantly. "This is a baby monkey, and there is no charge for babies." So grandfather tries to argue, or he tries to fight with the ticket collector, saying that this is not a dog, it's a baby monkey, and there is no charges, means we don't have to take tickets for babies. Indignantly means angrily or with shock because of something really unfair. "It's as big as a cat," said the ticket collector. "Cats and dogs have to be paid for." So again the ticket collector says, "It is very big as a cat or a dog, and they have to be paid for." Grandfather took Tutu out of the bag. He tried to argue that a young monkey was not the same as a dog or a cat. But all of it was in vain. In vain means it was of no use. It was a waste. To the ticket collector, Tutu was the same as a dog. So grandfather tries to argue with the ticket collector. Okay, he says monkey is not same like a dog or a cat. But what happens? Grandfather fails in his argument and he had to pay the ticket collector. Then grandfather, just to get his own back, took from his pocket the small tortoise that he sometimes carried about and said, "And what must I pay for this?" So suddenly grandfather, uh, to get his own back means to teach the ticket collector a lesson. What does he do? He takes from his pocket the small tortoise and he sometimes carried about. And he said, "And what must I pay for this?" So here we understand that all along grandfather was keeping the tortoise also in his pocket. The ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise and pushed it with his forefinger. So the ticket collector very closely looks at the tortoise and pushes it with the forefinger. Forefinger means his pointing finger. Then he gave grandfather a triumphant look and said, "No charge, sir. It is not a dog." Okay, so the ticket collector, he gives grandfather a very happy and proud look and says, "No charge, sir." It is not a dog. That means here also, once again, very funnily, the ticket collector replies to grandfather and he once again wins the argument. So, this is a very funny part. Here ends the story. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please go through it, read it, and find out the difficult words, understand the story, and enjoy reading it. Thank you all.